the tape, let's grind. Shut up. The tape. Let's grind. The tape. We do it a little bit different around here.
We ain't gonna play. Shut up and grind the tape.
Let's grind.
We ain't gonna play. Them dogs in your face.
Let's grind.
We ain't gonna play. Shut up and grind the tape.
Let's grind.
We ain't gonna play. Them dogs in your face. Shut up and grind.
Let's grind.
Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape.
The tape. Let's grind.
Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro. Shut up and grind. Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape.
The tape.
Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro.
The tape.
UGA game day, boy, we ball out. Pull up, put the whole conference in the doghouse. Leave them 6 feet, see me on the win streak. All-star status, go coach, and the bench deep. That right? Offense on 10, how we run it? Your best ain't nothing, we gon' send them boys punting. Black and red, got them dead on arrival. Defense, hunker down for the tie. Hey, you don't want it with the dogs. Film guy on it, you don't want it with my dog. Break it down, play by play, that's the day-to-day. They know we ain't come to play, boy, it's UGA. Kirby smart, I cannot play the fool. Back to back, we did not come to lose. Back to back, like we got something to prove. Pay your dues, dog nation on the move. What's up?
We do it a little bit different around here.
We ain't gonna play. Shut up and grind the tape.
The tape.
We ain't gonna play. Them dogs in your face.
Let's grind.
We ain't gonna play. Shut up and grind the tape.
Shut up. Let's grind.
We ain't gonna play. Them dogs in your face. Shut up and grind.
Let's grind.
Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape.
The
Shut up
tape.
and grind.
Let's grind.
Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro. Shut up and grind. Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape. Shut up and grind. Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro. Grind the tape, bro.
Shut up.
You can do anything you want. I ain't got no problem with it. I promise you that shit.
Listen to the words. Garbage, a joke, clown acts, pisses me off. No, come find me. No, come find me. Listen to the words. Come find me. Garbage, a joke, clown acts, pisses me off.
I ain't a hard guy to find. I promise you that shit.
Listen to the words. Garbage, a joke. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to the Film Guy Network on a fabulous Sunday afternoon. It's a Sunday during college football season, which means your boy is here in the studio all by his lonesome with a lot of college football to talk about. I mean, what a daggone football game we watched last night, amen? I mean, what a daggone football game. All right, I've been to 7 OTs. I've been to 103,000s. That was a damn ball game. I had Goosey since noon. I mean, I OD'd on the goosebumps last night. OD'd on the goosebumps. Got home about 1 o'clock in the morning. Watched film till about 3 o'clock in the morning. Let's call it 3:30. Woke up this morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. Wrote these damn notes. And we're ready to get after it today. I'm going to tell you that right now. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Like, subscribe, rate, review. I've got an absolutely loaded one for you. I've got 7 games I feel like are must talks about. And then we got several side quests and side missions to go over here and handle as well. We're going to talk about that overtime thriller in Knoxville, Tennessee, obviously. We're going to talk about Miami handling business against South Florida. We said it. If they go down there in a rain delay, whatever it is, if they go down against South Florida and handle business like they're supposed to, we got to take Miami seriously. We're going to be taking Miami seriously moving forward. The ending of that A&M and Miami game, my God, what a crazy ending to that, or excuse me, that A&M and Notre Dame game. What a crazy ending to that one. Georgia Tech with another upset in Atlanta. I'm telling you guys, they were undefeated at home last year. If you're a Georgia fan, listen to this one today. I hate to say it, but like, be thanking the lucky stars that Mercedes-Benz is so upside down on contracts that they got to get Georgia Tech in there. You know what I mean? Or that's the other way around. Georgia Tech's so upside down on finances that they got to go take money from Mercedes to go play there because they are dynamite at home, guys. And there was another one yesterday that we'll obviously talk about. Ole Miss wins with the backup quarterback. How rich is Lane Kiffin? We'll talk about it today. Bama rolling over a lifeless Wisconsin. And holy hell, was that bad, Florida? Was that bad? I mean, I think I've been one of these guys on the internet being like, hey, super talented young quarterback, but holy hell, does he make bad decisions? My gosh, does he make bad decisions? He made 5 of them last night that were just catastrophic. I tweeted it. I think prime Jameis Winston would be like, I like the cut of your jib, my man. I like the way you play this here game. I love it. Oh, my God, 5 interceptions on the road. Who cares? Hey, guys, we'll get to it when we get there. I don't want to be blowing the mission on the actual stats that I got on that football game that I ran down. We were watching on the way home last night thinking, no way he throws another one. Bang. All right, that's 3. No way he throws another one. Bang. 4. And then a 5th, right? Absolutely crazy. We'll talk about that tonight as well, or today as well. Make sure you're in that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, and rate, review, and firing off in the chat. I see super chubs, all that good stuff. Guys, at the end of today's show, I will go through every single super chat and we'll take care of it. All right, but let's get after it with these show notes right here. First and foremost, we're going to start in Knoxville, guys. Overtime thriller. Your boy was in attendance, as was Jonathan and Christian. Shout out to the Tennessee SID department, handling us with fine care out there, taking care of us, as did the rest of the town. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's talk about the football game. Georgia wins, obviously, thanks to a missed field goal, 44-41. I don't really know where to start, so I'll start here. First off, I think those are 2 playoff teams. All right, I think those are 2 playoff caliber football teams, and I don't really care what you guys think. Here's my philosophy behind this. Here's my mindset behind this. There are 3 SEC teams going to the college football playoff until they change it to 16, and then there will be 4. All right, there are 3 teams going to the college football playoff almost every year from this conference. You find me 2 football teams playing better than that in this conference. You might be able to find 1. That's fine. You're not going to find 2. You're not going to find 2 football teams, both sides of the ball, playing that caliber of football right now. I don't believe. All right? Maybe Alabama's trending up. LSU had 10 first downs last night. 10 first downs offensively. They had 5 extra free possessions and scored 13 points. Texas looks like poop. We'll talk about that later. It's great defense. Awesome. But you ain't coming to Athens and scoring 35 points. And, hey, preseason, it looked like Tennessee got the better of the draw getting Oklahoma again. Wrong. Not this year. That's a tough out. It's going to be a really tough out for Tennessee. Granted, you get it at home, and I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be a lot of people that struggle to go score and win football games in that stadium out there in Knoxville, Tennessee. So that's first and foremost. I think I watched 2 playoff caliber football teams yesterday, and I wanted to lead off with that. Secondly, guys, we talked a lot about this football game last week, and I was on radio stations left and right. Okay, and Tennessee fans, if you heard any of our analysis last week, you would have heard me say something along the lines of this. I know you're a man-to-man football coach, Tim Banks. I know y'all like to call defensive game plans like y'all got 2 Darrelle Revises out there, despite the fact that you got 2 guys hurt and we're playing young, brand-new corners. I love it. That's awesome for you. However, you can't do this against a young quarterback. You can't make it easy as this right here. I'm going to walk to the line of scrimmage on the first play of the game. I'm going to see the boxes overloaded. I got Ty Redmond, a true freshman, out there over Colby Young. 60-yard bomb right off the head top. Why? I saw for 2 straight weeks. Guys, I saw Gunnar Stockton put on a better statistical performance against Notre Dame than he did against Marshall. Why? I saw Gunnar Stockton look more confident against Notre Dame than he did against Austin Peay. Why? Well, Coach, they were rushing 3, dropping 8, playing a shitload of zone. I don't trust what I'm seeing right now. It's my second start at home. So what does Tim Banks do? First play of the football game, he walks the corner down and bump and run man-to-man. And Gunnar Stockton says, well, shit, I can do that. Boom. And it wasn't just that, guys. They got murked on man-to-man opportunities. I thought the 4 biggest plays of this football game were all you getting picked apart man-to-man coverage. And I know they're good defensive backs. I know y'all like to pressure the quarterback, but we're going to get to that in a second. You didn't have to. They were playing you with 4 offensive linemen yesterday. Georgia's right tackle was a turnstile for 50 of the 60 minutes in this football game. Y'all just walking by him. And you're pressuring the quarterback? You're pressuring the box? Why? Very, very weird to me. And it cost you the football game, in my opinion. Yes, there were 500 yards of total offense out there on Saturday for Georgia's offense. But I'm going to go through 4 plays that I think lost you the football game. All right? First play of the football game, Colby Young, 60-yard explosive. Oh, shit. Let's just give the quarterback confidence. Let's just hand it to him right here, right now. London Humphreys, 4th and 7, switch release, touchdown. Zach Branch, cover 0, check blitz, screen pass into the flat. You've got 3 defenders. They've got 2 blockers and a ball carrier, one of which is Zachariah Branch, the best ball carrier in open field probably in the SEC. 50-yard touchdown to your face. The 2-point conversion at the end of the game that probably gave them a chance to win it, honestly, would send it to overtime because they get the 2-point conversion. Guess what it is? It's a man beater. It's a switch release right on the goal line, 2-point conversion. Now, I understand in the red zone, most teams are cover 0 teams. I understand that. But good God, guys, we said it all week last week. You cannot play bump and run man-to-man against this team and make it as simple as, is my guy going to beat his guy, and am I willing to take this hit? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I told you this on Tuesday last week. If that is the debate, you will lose. They will beat you. Colby Young will beat you. Gunnar Stockton doesn't care to take hits. He's a freaking football player. He'll stand in there and get smoked every single time. He doesn't care. He's a football player. Was wild to me. Also, y'all hate Mike Bobo, you Georgia fans. Y'all hate him. Tim Banks checks under his bed at night for Mike Bobo. They ran 96 offensive plays. 96 offensive plays. Okay, I don't know how many runs they had. I didn't count it. But I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to do film study after this. I got a producer showing up right as this show ends. And guys, they ran 96 offensive snaps. And 11 of the however many run plays they had, 11 were brand new to Georgia. Just dusted off this week. Just installed and ran for the first time this week. 11. Brand new. Ain't never seen it. So what does that force the other team to do? First of all, on the first time they see it, it forces them to fit that run for the first time ever, live action. Let's hope we don't create a bust. It's first and foremost. So the idea that there wasn't like a 65-yard explosive run in this game, kudos to you defensive backs, because that just means you're making open field tackles. Because I know the box was confused. I know the 4 downs and the 2 linebackers were doing this for 4 quarters. Why? Well, it helped schedule-wise because Georgia had 2 slappies before you. But also, hey, tip of the cap, man. Like, you come out here and y'all have already shown us power. Y'all have already shown us counter. Y'all have already shown us read option. Y'all have already shown us standard zone. Y'all have already shown us jet sweeps, end arounds. Y'all have already shown us duo. And now y'all going to add 11 new run concepts to the 8 you've already shown? That's pretty damn impressive. It's pretty damn impressive. And I thought that's why you rushed for 200 yards, okay? It's not because y'all were just bullying Tennessee. No, y'all schemed them. 11 brand new run plays, new to Georgia run plays that we're going to show you on the film today. I can't get over those 4 man-to-man football plays that, like, of course, Ty Redmond got hunted in this football game. He's going to be a great player. 6'3", 190 pounds, competes his butt off. Colton Hood, same, like, not the same physical pedigree, same character pedigree. Like, competing their butt off. But y'all out there leaving them on islands. And I understand why Georgia does it to you on offense. We're going to get to that later. DB play was terrible on both sides of the football. But Georgia had to leave their DBs on an island. I don't think you did. Not my opinion. I told you, I would have zone blitzed them the whole week. The whole week, we would have been figuring out zone pressures. And would that have made me uncomfortable if I'm Tim Banks? Yeah, he's a man-to-man football team. That's what they want to do. But sometimes we got to be uncomfortable to provide an advantage, in my opinion. Way too much man-to-man. It killed them. I want to point a couple things out, okay? 11 brand new run plays, 500 yards of total offense, time of possession north of 45 minutes, 44 points on the road in front of 103,000 with a first-time road starter at the quarterback position. Mike Bobo sucks. Oh, by the way, playing 4-on-5 up front. Have 4 offensive linemen. Though I can't explain that film study. If you are related to 52 or 71, don't come see me. Don't come see me this week, okay? Because you're going to think I'm being mean. You're going to think I'm being hard on the kid. Unplayable. Now, I know 71's hurt. And I respect the hell out of him for playing hurt. Back spasms and back pain ain't nothing to play with. Literally. I wouldn't be playing. 71, you putting bad stuff on tape right now, bud. Bad stuff. Okay? And I just, until we are healthy, putting good tape on, and we can practice and we can get in good playing shape, I wouldn't be out there putting that on tape. No way. No way. Same for 52. 52 is drinking through a fire hose right now. All right? Whew, it was bad. Shout out to Bo Hewley coming in that football game. What's football on the other side of the ball? Actually, no. That tape for Gunnar Stockton, all right? That tape, when those teammates watch that tape, I would make the whole entire team watch it. Not just offensive line, not just wide receivers. I would find those clips of my quarterback willing to die today and putting us in a position to win. And I would put them up in front of the room. And I would say, this is your leader. This is who we are. This is our competitive character on display right here. I would show it to him every single time. Every single time my quarterback does something like that, where it's 3rd and 7, right tackle's getting spun like a top for the 12th play in a row, and he's just getting a rib shot, just blown up. But you know what? Zach Branch just barely got open, and I'm going to throw the football. I'm going to give my guys a chance. I would play that for my football team. And I promise you, we would play harder. As a collective, even harder. We would find ways to play harder. And that offensive line, if y'all watch that and y'all don't have a sense of we need to get our stuff right so our quarterback doesn't have to play like that, you're not cut out the right way. You're not. You're not cut out the right way. If you're watching what I watched, which is 14's the toughest SOB on the field, that's inexcusable. It shouldn't have to be that way. It shouldn't. It shouldn't have to be that way, where 14's out here playing like it's the end of his life, all right, just so we can move the football or get the ball off. It shouldn't feel like that. Fans, I mean, we're going to get to it in a little bit. I keep saying that, but guys, I haven't been to LSU. So LSU fans watching today, for some reason, I haven't been to your place. So I don't know. I don't know how it can get louder than that. I don't know how it can get louder than that. Now, a scoring drive to start the second half in which Georgia ran the ball 13 times down your gullet for a touchdown, zapped the energy right out of that place. And then Chris Brazzle, boom, and then just nuts. Absolutely nuts. I hate to say this, but I might have to take earplugs to LSU. And I laugh at every single one of you jamokes on the sideline that's got earplugs in. But I think I mean, dude, I worked construction for 10 years of my life. Jackhammers, air compressors, fucking all kinds of stuff. Loud noises, didn't matter. I go out there and I'm walking by speakers doing this one. Like, it is nuts. All that being said, 0 false starts. Zero false starts for the second time in as many trips to Neyland Stadium. Now, you ask, Brooks, couldn't be that loud. Bull crap, you weren't there. How do they do this? How do they go on the road and play this clean every single time? Well, it's a lot to do with it. First and foremost, if you go back and look at that, Not a lot of motions, not a lot of scatters, not a lot of flips, not a lot of window dressing. Okay? They line it up and playing football. That's what they're doing. They're lining up and playing football. That's why they travel so well. That's why their road record's a lot better than most SEC football teams. Not just because they're great. It's because they have a method. They have a method on the road. Simplify, execute. Simplify and execute. That's it. We have to condense the game plan. We have to give them less so they can do more when it's loud as hell. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible by that coaching staff and that fan base, by the way. Y'all figured it out. Y'all figured it out first drive. Oh, my God, Georgia's no huddling. What is going on right here? They're on the ball. Insane noise out there, man. Insane. Except for that one moment in the third. But, again, how do you not get zapped when they're just walking the football on you? Let's flip over to the other side of the football. Tennessee's offense, Georgia's defense. I know y'all are panicking, Georgia fans. Hell, I saw it on my timeline. I thought we had 4 NFL DBs. Hell, I thought so too. Can't play the ball in the air. Oh, my God, was that a panic fest? Oh, my God, was that a panic fest? It's going to have to get fixed. People, it's not just Tennessee. Everybody saw that. Everybody saw that, and they're going to try that because it's a whole hell of a lot easier to get 15 yards that way or a 60-yard explosive than trying to run it into that box. My God. I ain't playing with them. Now, Tennessee got to some run success late in the football game because Georgia changed the picture, and we're going to talk about that right now. You want to know what coaching looks like? You want to see it in the box score. I ain't even got to turn the tape on, which I'm going to after this, right? We're going to look at the defensive film and show you that tomorrow. But I don't even have to turn it on. I can look at it right here. All right. 14 of 14 for 220 plus was Joey Aguilar to start that football game. I mean, dude looked like he'd been playing NFL football and came back down here and was like, I'll just have fun today. I got a game tomorrow, a bye week, whatever. We'll play a game on Saturday. No. 14 of 14, 220, and I think 3 touchdowns to start that football game. The next remainder of the football game, 14 of 14, he finishes the rest of the game 10 for 22 with 2 interceptions. Again, I'm sure I'm going to see it on film, but that right there is why Glenn Schumann is Glenn Schumann. Okay? That right there is why Kirby Smart is Kirby Smart. That right there is why Georgia beats Tennessee, because they do not wait until halftime. They do not wait until halftime to go, oh my God, guys, what's going on? No. They're making adjustments mid-game. That stall of offensive football for Tennessee was right in the middle of the second quarter. Right in the middle of the second quarter. The idea, I text the boys in the middle of the game, if Georgia can get this 21-21 at half, they're going to roll the second half. But they got it at 21-17 and just kept ticking away. Now, the reason I think Tennessee's a playoff team is because the quarterback's really good, the offensive system's really good, the defense hunts. Yeah, they'll get back to health eventually, but it's the competitive nature. It's the answers, bro. It's getting punched, punching back, right? Getting punched, punching back. That's what great football teams do, and I thought both of those teams did that last night. We got to figure out on both sides of the football the quarterback panicking. And I thought about this last night, and I was telling the boys on the way home from the ride, like, guys, Ellis Robinson's never been attacked in his life. Never in his football career has a quarterback walk to the line of scrimmage and go, there's my food over there. It ain't never been him. So, yeah, they're like, I don't know how many times his last couple of years in high school did Ellis even get thrown at. And you're going to say, well, he went to IMG Academy. Elias Ricks was on the other side. They were hunting Ricks then too, bud. Like, they ain't never went after this dude. And now he's getting hunted. And you can see some panic. That kid's never been attacked like that, ever. I couldn't even tell you when's the last time he played a ball downfield like that. When's he had to? In practice? He damn sure hadn't had to in 103,000, right? Damn sure hadn't had to in a game. I guarantee you that kid has not been attacked like that. Probably since middle school when people didn't know who he was. So it's a total different, and you can see the panic on him. It was panic. And here's a prime example. Now, I think he got beat on a double move on I should have tackled the guy, but I PI'd him anyways. So I don't even want to talk about that one. I think it was a PI or a double move, and I think he bit. I don't know. I have to go look at it. But here's the deal. 3rd and 15, buddy, if someone wants to run a 9-yard hitch, why in the hell are you holding him? Why? Down distance formation personnel. We talk about it all the time on this channel. Down distance formation personnel. As a football player, you should be paying attention to those things. It's 3rd and 16. If he wants to run an 8-yard hitch, fucking let him. Let him. Who cares? Rally to the football and tackle him. Run him out of bounds. Like, bro, why are we getting grabby and panicky on a route that is 8 yards short of the sticks? That was weird. It was very, very weird. It was nerves is what it was to me. So there's that. They got to figure that out. But absolutely gut-wrenching. Gut-wrenching for a Tennessee fan base that, look, and I know this because I've covered Georgia for so long. Like, when you get into these mental hurdle football games, man, there's no conservativeness. There is no, hey, it's 2nd and 9. We're up 21-7 or whatever it is, and we're just going to run the ball and play defense and get to the half. No, coach, we can't do that. There is no, hey, I was fine with the field goal, like, play calling late. Like, honestly, I thought it was really weird. He kept trying to run the clock out. Like, God forbid you fumble right there. Bro, there's 8 seconds left on the clock. Just kick the football, like, kick the field goal. I thought it was very, very weird. But you deserve to win that football game if you're Tennessee, but you didn't take it. You didn't take it. You waited around, and the other guy ended up winning. And that's what happens when you have these. I watched it for years, man. I watched it for years covering this football team. And I'll pick it in 2 weeks. I'm going to pick Alabama to win because I said I was going to do it 18 months ago. Until Georgia does it, I'll pick them. Period. Point blank. And until Tennessee beats Georgia, I'll pick Georgia. And I'll just take it that way. And you know what? If it leads me to getting clipped, if it leads me to Georgia fan base being mad at me this way, it is what it is, man. There is a hurdle there. There's certainly a hurdle here. And you felt it in the stadium midway through the 3rd. I felt a gasp of, oh no, here it goes again at 24-21. That can't happen. That can't happen. Couple of shout outs here. I want to give a shout out to number 42 and number 19. Okay. Tyree West and Joshua Josephs, 2 state of Georgia football players that Georgia said, nah, we're good. You can go up there. They played their ass off yesterday. They did not deserve to walk off that field with their head held down. Not at all. Not at all. Tyree West played his best game of his football career, in my opinion. Played absolutely off the wall, balls to the wall for 4 quarters. And Joshua Joseph does it every week. So 19 is going to do that. All right. The strip sack, we'll show you later, is just elite pass rushing skills. I thought those guys specifically deserved a shout out. Shout out to Mike Bobo, obviously. Shout out to the city of Knoxville. Okay. And Tennessee fans in general, right? Like, I have been, or you guys have, like, opened your arms to this network far more than any other fan base. Okay, we can't seem to get a Florida Gator fan up in here. We can't seem to get an LSU Tiger fan in here. But we got millions, it seems like, of Tennessee fans that show up and show out. By the way, this is available in multiple colors, Tennessee included, over in our merchandise store. Okay, but no, like, tremendous hospitality. Friday night, we spent time with the entire NIL collective. It felt like with Tennessee's, booster base. Tremendous people. The stadium. Now, I know it's different now because you guys enjoy and ingest my content. So y'all meet me with a different type of energy than you would if you just thought I was some only Georgia guy. But that being said, I've been up there twice, and I've had a great time both times. All right, had an incredible time both times. Shout out to Jordan and all of his folks down there at the G10 parking deck. Shout out to all of them. Shout out to all of them because they treated us really, really, really well. How about this stat? When scoring 35-plus points, Kirby Smart is a fine, perfect, elite 60-0 as the Georgia head football coach. That is insane. Shout out to Bo Hewley. Shout out to that thumbs up button here on the chat. And shout out to the absolute no quit of that football team from the University of Georgia. I obviously work for Sports Illustrated. We do this YouTube stuff, but I have to cover every Georgia game. I have to go, and I get to go. I don't say I have to go. I get to go. I get to go cover every single Georgia game and have for the last 3 seasons. Okay. And I got tired of watching a football team that didn't fight. I will be honest with you. And maybe it's not that they didn't fight, but they didn't fight like them some bitches. Them dudes will go to the end of the earth. Them dudes will die on that football field. And I love that. I love that. That's me. That's this place. That's this channel. That's what we do. We love ball. We love ball. And I love dudes that love ball. I love fans that love ball. That's what I love. And damn, if that football team don't love ball. Hey, speaking of things that I love our friends over at Sleeper. All right, if you haven't checked out Sleeper this season, what are you doing? I know y'all support me with the folks showing up in the chat and the thousands, and I mean thousands, that watch us upon live streams. But guys, if you're not showing love to our friends over at Sleeper, I need you to do it today. Head over to Sleeper, use promo code Brooks, you get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Hey, Sleeper is fantasy sports plus real money gaming app focused on bringing people together through sports and gaming. Sleeper has become the fastest organically growing fantasy platform in the world, while earning some of the highest levels of engagement per user in the industry. At Sleeper, it's not just about sports. It's about building personal connections and lasting memories. Use promo code Brooks today, and you'll get up to $100 deposit match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms and use for details. Appreciate those folks over at Sleeper, and appreciate you folks for watching us today. All right. That was just one game. Holy hell. You know what? You'll never go wrong with H2O. You know what I mean? You can't have enough of it. And guess what, guys? These plastic cans, they're gone. We got tin cans coming to the studio very, very soon. We're going to be drinking water out of a can. I mean, they look like silver bullets, but they're H2Os. I mean, come on now. Take me back to my heyday. Hey, on to our next one. What a football game. On to our next one. All right. We got Miami, South Florida, and I'm going to be quick because they were quick. I think 2-hour rain delay, halftime, 2-hour rain delay. USF coming to town, just got done beating the hell up out of a mid-major last week, scoring 70, however hell many it was. Here comes USF. The world thinks, watch out. 17.5-point favorite. And we said on this show, if you go out and handle your business like you're supposed to against USF this week, you are a different Miami. Because Miami of old is going to find a way to make that a fourth quarter rock fight. I'm telling you right now. Miami of old. Miami of 12 months ago. Miami of 12 months ago has to be bailed out by a Hail Mary or some phantom targeting call or whatever. It just has to get bailed out in that situation. Not last night. Not last night. They drum USF 49-12. Ran all over them in that football game. I was extremely impressed. I think they're legit. I think I'm going to have to study them this week. What do y'all think, chat? Y'all think I have to study them this week? I think I do. I think I have to go study them. I think Carson had like 23 completions for 380 or something like that. We got to go study that. And I don't know if y'all want to do that because, yeah, we got almost 70,000 subscribers, but like most of y'all, I would say like 40% of you are Georgia fans and you think that's hate watching or that's going to be painful. But I think you love your quarterback in Athens, like for the first time since I've been doing this. Isn't that crazy? Sorry to get sidetracked. I've been covering Georgia since 2017. No, 2019. 2019. This will be the first time in my career that the fan base unanimously likes the quarterback until he has another 16 for 24 for 220 and has a bunch of turndowns on tape. And then y'all going to hate him again and ask for Puglisi. Texas A&M at Notre Dame. Way more points than I expected. Hot take, start of the segment. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Hey, backup quarterbacks. Don't care if they're lax bros. Don't care if at one point they were a wide receiver on your football team. Don't really care. They have to take backup quarterback snaps. Okay? They have to do other things. You know what the punter doesn't do? The punter don't got to do jack diddly during practice. So unless he's got literal dicks for hands, he better be the field goal holder moving forward. I thought we learned this 20 years ago when Tony Romo cost the Cowboys a playoff game. Like, bro, what are we doing? Y'all have all day for your specialist, who y'all burn a roster spot on, by the way, to sit down there and perfect a hold. I'm just going to go out on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Tyler Buckner has to be the scout team quarterback during practice. Am I right? I'm probably right. So he's probably doing something. He probably catches 15 to 20 of those and just, blanks it out. He's just out here doing whatever and just, it's just a dry rep. Whatever. I've done this 1,000 times. Who cares? You know who doesn't apply that thought process? And I'm not saying Tyler does, but it's very easy for the brain to do that for you during practice and during the game. This is routine. I'm just going to do this, right? You know who doesn't? The punter. The punter who only has 7 snaps a damn game anyways. So he's going to go in there and lock the F in. Also, he can sit over there during practice and get 1,000,000 reps. Whew. Notre Dame had that game or had to win that game and did not. Okay? Did not. Don't know if y'all saw, but last night they're going to get ranked. They're going to get ranked. USC's going to get ranked this week. And y'all will have a future top 25 opponent on your schedule, Notre Dame. So it's not all into the world. But I ain't here for this USC is a great team stuff. Guys, they beat Purdue 33-17 last night and had to get a pick 6 from the defense just to score 33 points. That's not USC football, guys. That's not Lincoln Riley football. That's not top 12 football. That's not top 15 football. It's not. They're not USC Trojans offensively. So this schedule is poop moving forward. This schedule is absolute poop moving forward. And they've lost the only 2 real noteworthy wins on their entire slate. They are not a playoff team. That sucks that we know that 2 games in. And it really sucks, in my opinion, that y'all had a bye week last week, because I think you could have had an opportunity to get even more confidence instead of just licking your wounds and getting healthy. Also, 23 carries for 94 yards from Jeremiah Love. Two kudos is here. Kudos, Denbrock, or whatever the OC's name is up there in Notre Dame. Finally, y'all broke whatever contract y'all have to say you can only give the best running back in college football 17 carries. Also, kudos to Texas A&M's defensive unit. That guy got 23 totes and only got 94 yards. That's a win. That's a win. 23 totes for that guy normally means he got about $170. But I don't know. Normally, we don't know normally. He's never done it. Elite side of the football. Holding call late. The missed holding call late was crazy. Absolutely crazy. He tackled the guy. It wasn't even a hold. He hooked the leg and brought him down to the ground. It was insane. I do want to say this about Texas A&M. Their explosivity on offense is something to behold. Their explosivity as a whole. They've got multiple punt returns for a touchdown, I believe. I saw a stat the other day that said every single catch Casey Concepcion has had this year has either been for a first down or a touchdown. Holy hell. 75-yarder today or yesterday. I mean, I got 3 guys on that football team that I think are at any moment, he might go 90. He might go 70. Concepcion, Mario Craver's nuts, and Bussy. And here's the deal. They don't have a true X, but they played 2 big-body tight ends, so it doesn't really matter. I worried about them in the red zone, right, when it's 4th and goal, because, y'all don't have a big-body target. And here comes the German tight end, and he's just right? So y'all have bigger bodies. It's just restricted to the tight end room. But if they're going to do that after the catch, if they're going to do that type of stuff with the ball in their hands, who gives a damn? Who gives a damn if you don't have a big-bodied, wide receiver? It doesn't really matter if you got that kind of playmaking. So there is that. Thought Marcel Reed's legs were as much of a factor as I thought they were going to be. It was a 3rd down late in that football game. He converts, I think, running to the right sideline. That's just, they're in man coverage. First down, big time first down in that 4th quarter. So there is that. Shout out to A&M going up there and getting a big win. That's Is that the first signature win for Elko? I could be mistaken. I can't remember last year for every football team, but that's got to be his biggest win, to go up there and put up 40-plus points and come out with a win on the last play of the football game. It's pretty damn impressive. Sorry, Shane, if you're watching this, man. That's tough. Hey, I guess good news is, like, you can just get things productively done on Saturdays moving forward, you know? Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech nabs Clemson. How about that, boys? Y'all seen that? That was pretty wild. So wild that we predict. I think we predict. Did I pick Georgia Tech to win this week? I don't know. Maybe didn't have the stones to do it. But, man, here I got a rant right here I got to go on. I think every close game that Dabo Swinney has lost, he comes to the microphone and says the same bold-faced lie every single time. Now, it's not a lie. It's his personal belief, but it's a falsehood. This crap where we come to the microphone and we say, oh, shucks, guys, we were one play away. Man, we were one play away from winning that football game. Coach, there's 165 some odd snaps in a college football game. You were not one play away. You are never one play away. There were 164 of these MFers that led up to this one that you think cost you this one. Stop saying it. I'm so tired of hearing it, and I ain't even a fan. But I'm a fan of good football, and I'm a fan of good coaches, and I think you're one of them, but boy, do I dislike that. Boy, do I dislike that. It's so demeaning. It's such a falsehood. Oh, we were one play away. No, you weren't, Coach. No, you weren't. Y'all had multitudes of opportunities to either win or lose this football game. I hate that. Stop. That's first and foremost. I knew they were in trouble pregame. I knew they were in trouble pregame when Antonio Williams, Tristan Lee, and my man from Khalil Barnes, okay, when those three football players are out, I knew they were in deep water, all right? I also know they're in deep water because of who they were playing, right? Georgia Tech will take you into deep water, and they're going to hold their breath longer. If you're in the fourth quarter in Atlanta, you will drown. You will drown because they are just going to march the football in the fourth quarter against you guys. All right. I thought the other difference in this football game was Haynes King not being one-dimensional. The winning factor in this football game is Haynes King going 20 for 28 for 211 and no turnovers. That won the football game. Yeah, like they're great on short yardage. They're great running the football. The scheme is awesome, right? But if the quarterback can't throw the ball, y'all are cooked. And the fact that he could is the reason, in my opinion, why they won that football game, not because of one last play. Also, by the way, Coach, we were one play away. Coach, you were one play away from going to overtime, goofy. You know what I mean? Like if he misses the field goal, y'all's goofy butts is going to overtime, not winning the game. If my memory serves me correct on that one, was that a 3-point win for Georgia Tech, or was that a 4-point win for Georgia Tech? I can't quite remember. Let's look at it right here. 3-point win. Yo, goofy butt going to overtime. God, I hate that. 1 and 2 cooked. Another one of these is a must-win football game. A must-win football game for that football program. Cooked. Hey, shout out Christian Kirby. He told us preseason, I don't know about this Clemson squad. I think he was going contrarian, which he tends to do on this network. Two guys say something. He's like, I'm going to take the other side just to be that guy. And he walked right into one. And if he's listening today, I'll do a cartwheel right here on the stream. If Christian Kirby pops up in the chat within the next 90 seconds, I'll do a cartwheel right here. Ain't done a cartwheel in my life. I'll do one right here. Can we break down K-State? By the way, we got to talk. We got to have a serious conversation about Garrett Riley, don't we? I think. I don't know if they've got weapons. I don't think they've got they're good outside. They're not great without Antonio Williams. But, guys, without the 73-yard touchdown pass to Bryant Westcoat, which, by the way, was just a shallow cross that he did everything with. It was a 12-yard pass, and he ran it to the house. Okay. So wasn't really like a switch release. Oh, we got a dude running butt naked 40 yards down the field. Bang. Like it wasn't that. Okay. So if we take, and I don't like to do the take that out of the box score guy. I don't like to do it. However, we take the 12-yard reception that ended up in a 73-yard touchdown, and we have 134 yards on 25 attempts as an offense. That's poop. That's poop. It's been a big theme today. A lot of poop. A lot of poop on the channel. It's a damn shame they moved that Georgia Tech game to Mercedes-Benz, because that's basically a home game for Georgia now, and that's disrespectful to the Georgia Tech football program because they play good at home. Now, it's also a byproduct of their own makings, right? They are not a school that has the revenue sources or revenue availability and resources that a Georgia or an Ohio State or Texas or any of these $250 million revenue streams have. So they have to take deals like, yeah, I'll take another $10 million from Mercedes to go play one game and sacrifice a home game. They will do that. Kirby Smart would never. Ryan Day would never, right? It's a very unfortunate disadvantage for that football program, right? Not a lot of engineers watching football on Saturdays saying, I want to give all my money back to that. They should be more of it. They should, because Brent Key has earned it, all right? Brent Key has earned it. Speaking of earning it, I think we might have earned a position battle out there in Oxford, Mississippi. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, and rate, reviewing. Oh, by the way, I want to take a quick shout out. This is my man over at Graphics. This is Gabe. That's unfortunate, Gabe. Gabe, shout out to Gabe. Bro, I'd forget my mom's name. You know, that's not on you. That's on me. Shout out to Gabe. These shirts are fire. All right. Shout out to Miss Jen as well for making all these. These shirts are gas. I got more of them. These are all available in our link today in the description. They're also made available if you're a Tennessee fan watching today. I got Tennessee orange on this. I got whatever color you want. Everything but burgundy. We're working on that right now for you Alabama fans. Also, I got this, which is dope, man. Look at this. I mean, just elite stuff from the graphics department right here. A little ice bass and ibuprofen. Yeah. A little ice bass and ibuprofen. Come on, come get you one of those. How about this one right here? Okay, new logo alert. New logo alert. New logo alert. You know what I mean? Come on, boys. Come talk to me. Come talk to me. Burgundy, crimson, whatever. Football brain. Give me a break, man. I'm an idiot. Me no ball. Me no ball. Me not know much else. How rich is Lane Kiffin? Let's all sit and ponder for a minute. How rich is Lane Kiffin? I'll tell you how rich Lane Kiffin is. He's willing to set $25,000 on fire just for a competitive advantage. Did y'all notice that Austin Simmons wasn't listed on any SEC injury reports this week? And then all of a sudden Saturday morning, he pops up not playing, out, foot injury. Anybody notice that? You know what the fine for that is? It's $25,000 for the first offense. It's $100K, 100 racks for the next one. Now, it might have been worth it. It might have been worth it because I definitely think they caught them off guard a little bit. How could you not? Right? You probably had to prepare for Austin Simmons, and then you probably had to prepare a little bit for my man Chambliss. All right. And you got caught with your pants down. But I think we got a legit talking point here about maybe going to a different quarterback. This isn't some young freshman, by the way. This is a D2 All-American that came over here, has played hundreds and hundreds of snaps, and now is walking out there going 21 for 29, 353, a touchdown. Oh, by the way, was their leading ball carrier. Lane might have to make a switch. And I was bullish on Austin Simmons. I think he's immense talent, but like, if that kid's doing that and you're winning football games, you probably shouldn't, right? Then he's got to play. His legs, kept Taylor Green off the field. And you needed to keep Taylor Green off the field because you weren't stopping him. Taylor Green had 400 yards total offense on Saturday. Taylor Green was the offense on Saturday for Arkansas. I think he had 90% of the total offensive production. It was insane. So, yeah, you didn't hand him extra. If you handed that kid 2 extra possessions, you lose. You lose the football game. Hell, you hand him 1, y'all probably going to overtime. So, I think you have to have a legit conversation about, is this Chambliss guy our guy? All right? Because that was, guys, these two teams scored 45 points in the second quarter alone. 45 points in the second quarter alone. Bama rolled a lifeless Wisconsin. We got it over there on the board. IDMAT. Your identity should match an attainable talent pool. Your identity as a football program should match an attainable talent pool. Now, what does that mean? What the hell am I talking about? I'm talking about why Luke Fickell's fitting to get fired. That's what I'm talking about. Guys, Luke Fickell was a 3-3-5 pro style, out of the pistol on the offense, 3-3-5 defensive guy, cover 3, mixed match cut, like the entire time at Cincy, the entire time. And then goes to Wisconsin. And not only does he try to reinvent himself doing stuff that he's not comfortable doing, which is air raiding and getting into a 4-2-5 nickel-based structured defense, we're going to change everything about ourselves when we take this job. Not only that, we are going to try to get an offense that has no chance of an attainable talent pool. Guys, you're at Wisconsin. Why in the hell did you spend 2 years trying to be an air raid football team? You think you're going to out-recruit position players over Ohio State? You think you're going to get receivers over Ohio State? You think you're going to get receivers over Penn State? You think you're going to get receivers over USC now in the Big Ten? You think you have better wide receivers and DBs in Oregon? Probably not. What? So we watched it for a year going, what in the hell are they doing? Why are they doing that? And now 2 years later, guess what he's doing? He's trying to run the ball 60 times on the road against Alabama in a game in which he's not going to win. Now he's trying to get back to Wisconsin football. And guess what? In the meantime, you're going to be fired. Probably. And I think you're a great football coach. It's why I'm so angry about it, honestly. Because I sat here on this show 3 years ago when you took the damn job and the Big Ten East and West was still a thing, and you over there slapping around with Iowa, Nebraska, whatever the hell that Big Ten West was like. And I came on this network the first year you had that job, and I said, I think you could coach a D2 roster to a Big Ten West championship. And no, we want to be air raid. Your ID should match an attainable talent. What you do offensively and defensively should make sense based off the level of talent that you can acquire. Hey, great for Bama, though. Great for Bama, though, right? Hey, passing game, explosive as hell. The yards after catch from Ryan Williams have always been super impressive. But why can't y'all run the ball? Now, I know Wisconsin's like a really good defensive like structure. They really try to take away the run. I think I saw 22 or like 32 attempts for 42 yards. Okay, was the average in their first 2 football games against some slap work. But what did you do? You went 22 for 72? 22 for 72. I know, still banged up on the offensive line. Or, excuse me, still banged up at the running back position. I know. Still trying to work things out. Still trying to figure it out. But you can't go into conference play being one-dimensional. You just cannot. Okay, so they're going to have to figure something out there, and I'm going to have to look at the tape. I'm really excited to look at the film, okay, and pay attention to what they're doing offensively. We watched the defense. I'm kind of done watching Womack unless I have to. So there's that. But make sure y'all hitting that like button. Holy hell, Florida. Holy hell, Florida. Oof. Got a couple things for you. 23 first downs to 10 in this football game. And you're going to say, well, yeah, no, Brooks, LSU won the game. 23 first downs for Florida. 23 first downs for Florida to 10 for LSU. Fun fact. Fun fact, not if you're a Gator fan. Fun fact, DJ Lagway had 5 interceptions, half as many as the total number of first downs that LSU had. Ugh. And they were all DJ Lagway interceptions, right? I saw some people on social media was like, well, it's hard to play quarterback when the defense knows what you're doing. Well, no, it's not hard to see linebacker underneath, turning and bailing underneath the number 2 wide receiver right in the middle of the field. Oh, also, by the way, the corner has sagged off. He's on top. Oh, also, by the way, the middle field safety, who's been there the entire snap, is still standing there. Okay. What? I mean, it was incredible. It was incredible to watch last night. It's just, I almost, like, Jonathan said it last night in the car ride. Like, I almost feel bad for the kid. And I was like, I don't feel bad for quarterbacks who can't stop making dumb mistakes. I don't feel bad for you. Not 16 starts in, not 17 starts in, not 400 dropbacks into your career. We are still putting the ball at risk every single game, multiple times over. You can't do that and play this position. You can't. We are teetering. We are teetering over into the category we don't want to be in of really talented quarterbacks who can't play the position. That's where we're going. Now, here's my other point about this. There are plenty of reasons to fire Billy Napier, right? Plenty of reasons to fire Billy Napier. But he wouldn't have got on my plane after this one, okay? Because of this right here. Yes, DJ Lagway has regressed. Yes, he is not playing good football. He's gotten worse. Yes, the inexplicable use of Jaden Ball makes me sick. I'd fire you for it. Also, guys, y'all were down like 3 points most of that football game. I think he had 10 carries. Malpractice. Absolute malpractice. Fire him. All right. Also, the spitting debacle, the time management stuff at the end of the USF game was really, really bad. But guys, after a timeout on the road where we have to get a stop somehow, some way, we are still in this football game despite the fact that our quarterback has thrown 5 interceptions. Here we are, got to get a stop. We call a timeout. What do? We run 12 men on the field. We run 12 men onto the field after a timeout. He wouldn't get on my team playing. He wouldn't. I can't have it. I can't have it happen. Also, we give up 71 yards on that one. He's going to get ransacked by Miami, and then they're going to fire him. And that's just what it's going to be. And here's what I want to forewarn Florida fans about. Urban Meyer ain't coming out of retirement, okay? Glenn Schumann ain't taking that job, all right? Like, I don't know what you think. I was having this conversation with a friend of the show, Trey Wallace, yesterday, okay? And I don't mean to do this. I'm picking his brain because he's far more connected down there than I am. And I'm saying, hey, bro, who they going to get? Yeah, top 12 job in America. Where are the top 12 football coaches in America? Top 13 jobs. So why? Here's the list of candidates in 2 weeks. You ready? John Summerall at Tulane. You're going to hate it. You're going to like it. But there's going to be a portion of your fan base that's like, isn't this just Bayou Billy all over again? You're going to have that come up. Jed Fish is going to be in the running. You're going to hate him. You're going to say, this guy won at Arizona with a great wide receiver, and now he's mediocre at Washington, and we're hiring him what? Because he's an alumnus here? What the hell is that? Alex Golish, great opportunity. Great opportunities. Probably the guy you need to hire. But guess what? Alex Golish is going to be up for a lot of jobs this year, I would imagine. And if Alex Golish's agent is smart, he ain't signing nothing on no dotted line until a big job might come open. Because there's a couple opportunities for that now, ain't there? Right? Alabama ain't out the water yet. You know what I mean? He ain't out of the burning house just yet. They have not put out the fire in Tuscaloosa just yet. Okay? So I don't know. Here's the deal. PJ Fleck's going to be up for that job, and y'all are going to puke. Y'all are going to absolutely puke. You're going to throw up. You're going to hate it. And you're going to go, oh, my God. Damn. But it's better than Billy. It's probably what you're thinking in your head, especially because the 5-star quarterback that you got all your hope in the world in just is not getting better. It's not getting better, and that's a major concern. Let's handle these side quests right quick before y'all run off and do NFL football for the week. Are there really 5,000 people watching this right now? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We love to see it. If this is your first time watching us today and you're like, damn, this guy loves ball. That's right. That's what the whole network's about, okay? I say all the time, a lot of people on the internet talking about football, all right? They come on here, they give you the news, they give you the notes, yada, yada's happening, so-and-so's happening, it's a 3.5-point spread over here. I'm riding this one, right? They talk about football. This network talks football. That's what we do. And I think we do it better than anybody else on the internet. And that's my opinion. And you can call me arrogant and a whatever for saying that, but I truly believe that. All right. I truly believe that. And I know that. So make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribing. Let's knock out these side quests. Side quest number 1. Ohio State, come on down. Texas, come on down. Utah, come on down. Illinois, come on down. 13-3 at half. Ohio State, Ohio. Don't think I didn't see it. Great job finishing. 14-3 at the half, Texas. Don't think I didn't see it against UTEP. I saw it. Utah, 3-0 at the half. Don't think I didn't see it. I saw it. Illinois, 10-0 at the half. Don't think I saw it. I see it. All right, so there's that. Let's start with Arch. Arch looked like poop. More poop on the channel today. Arch like crap again. I think he had 14 straight incompletions, doing way too much, throwing the ball way too hard, not playing the position. We're going to have to see it. We're going to have to watch it, I imagine, unless Texas fans don't want to see it. I don't know. We'll have to find out there. Vandy, a huge half win. You know, I don't mean to demean you, Doors. I don't mean to demean you, Doors, but that game goes different with the actual quarterback over there. I told the boys on the ride home, I was like, hell, we got 2 hours of Luke Doty, boys. Buckle up. Oof. Oof. That's an hour and 2 minutes of absolute gas. Absolute gas. I had fun today. I hope you had fun today as well. If you did, we'll see you this evening for film study, okay? Like I said, I got a producer showing up in about 30 minutes. We're going to knock out what is shaping up to be well over an hour worth of film as well. And I think I'm rolling on like 10 hours of sleep since Friday, but who gives a damn? Love you. I'll see you next time. Bye.